Slide or page 12. Now, page 12 is interesting. It's covering more of a multi-room entry. Now, this is more of a building or a large house, all right? There's multi-rooms. So in a multi-room like that, you obviously need more people. Most likely, an entire squad can actually enter a whole building. Sometimes a two squad can actually enter a multi-story building. So squad one will cover the first floor or ground floor. The next squad will cover the floor above. And sometimes you can have multiple ways of entry, the ground as well as the roof entry at the same time. So you may actually have multi-squad, multi-floors, and multi-room coverage. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 will cover the closest room, stay there. Let 3 and 4 cover the next closest room, stay there. 5 and 6 will cover the third furthest room, and so on and so forth. You should only stay in your room of coverage. Unless and otherwise, something happen, let's say, in the room of 5 and 6. 5 and 6 punya room ada hal jadi ke, 5 and 6 sudah mati, then you stay where your room is, everybody converge, and then take that room as a team. Otherwise, stick to your areas or your rooms that you are responsible for. And let's say if more than 4 rooms, once 7 and 8 sudah clear, 1 and 2 will move to the next room. So it's macam bounding. Clear? For the stairs, it's also the same thing. Stairs, 1 will slowly go up. Now stairs, there's a lot of slicing the pie technique. You go up the stairs, you masuk depan dulu, then you pusing kat belakang, you tengok atas, and then 1 will slowly move to that corner. Okay? Once 1 is in that right corner, dia akan stay sana and cover, jangan gerak, dia cover. While 3 and 4 akan jalan sampai dia punya left corner. 4 will stay to cover rear. And then if 2 and 3 move to that side already, 2 can either move up the stairs and take 1's position, macam repeat 1 punya position kat atas tu and stay at that corner kat bawah. You get what I mean? Then it's more like a rotating. 1, 2, 3, and 4 may rotate as you go up the stairs. So 4 will go up again once 1 has moved to the top level or something like that. So it will be, if that's a 2 floors only, you would start to rotate as it goes like that. That's how you cover stairs. Same, sama saja kalau turun tangga. 1 will turun tangga and then akan pusing, slice the pie, pusing sikit-sikit, macam slicing the pie sampai dia punya corner, stop there, cover you punya arc, 2, 3 akan masuk to the other corner, stop there, and then either 2 or 3 akan move to the next position, and then 4 akan naik atas. We can try that later also. Okay. So kalau macam nombor 4 sekarang jaga kat belakang, tapi bila sudah naik, yup, I can. Who's that? Yup, you're clear. Alright. Who's that? Dan or? Jungle. Boleh. Okay. So, okay. Tadi Spark yang 4 kan, sudah bila 1, 2 and 3 sudah dia punya position tu sudah set, nombor 4 boleh naik pun tau. Dia akan dia boleh tukar role jadi nombor 1. That means he will go up to the next floor and then he will become the person like nombor 1 kat the next level. Make sense tak? Okay. Later on there's a stairs, we will try that exercise. You akan pusing-pusing you punya role. Number 1, 2, 3, 4 akan pusing-pusing punya. As long as you cover. And how to do that is also dependent on you punya call of moving move punya calls. I will teach you how to do moving move. So macam 1 sudah sampai kat dia punya corner, dia akan jerit move. Then 2 and 3 akan move. Dia akan kata moving, dia akan move to the corner. Dia stop. 2 and 3 stop. Dia boleh kata 4 move. Then 4 akan move. So it's a moving move call, which we'll do an exercise later as well. Okay. last 3 slides if I believe. Page 13. Page 13 is a street and alley CQB. Here is where you would usually see either you move into a city or a large town whereby you have walls left and right and you negotiate you punya alley atau lorong, or it could be an open street. Open street tu yang ada banyak apa tu, banyak rumah kat sebelah-sebelah macam tu, you akan satu jalan akan turun pun sama, you pun boleh guna this way of doing it. So if you look at the top left one is how you should stack up 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. One is on the left, this is called a column stack lah. One is on the left, two is on the immediately slightly behind on the right, 3 4 5 6 as it is. And when you go down to the street, once you hit to the T junction, then you slice the pie. One of the slicing pies technique is that if you look at the I'm going to jump a bit, T crossing kat tengah-tengah bawah tu. T crossing is where one will look and slice the pie on the right side of the T crossing, two will start to slice the pie on the left side of the crossing. Okay, kalau the way to do a slicing you can see on the left diagram kat bawah of the slide, bottom left, that's how you slice lah, dia punya corner you pusing sikit macam tu sampai you nampak ada orang ke tak ada orang. Likewise, if you look at the right top right side of the slide, that's a right hand corner. Let's say one will stop at the corner and do a bit of a slice, two will start to look at a bigger slice and move across the street to where the arrow points, and then 3 and 4 will follow behind, and then 1 will cover, and then you will start to move. Once you negotiate that corner, then you can proceed down the alley again. Okay, moving to page 14. Okay, page 14 shows you the street and alley crossroad crossings. On the left side, as you can see how you slice the pie. 1 2 will slice the pie. The top one is slightly wrong, you're supposed to slice crossing, not the one looking left, two looking right. Actually, one should look right, two should look left. But once you cross, 3 and 4 can move to the other side or the far end of the T junction, and then cover your sectors, and then move to the left. This diagram shows a T crossing that actually turns to the left. Okay, you get that diagram? Is it clear? On the right diagram,
maksudnya 3 4 akan buat slash up.
Okay, 3 4. Okay. Apa jadi is 1 2 akan buat dia punya cross slicing the pie kan, dia akan check dia punya sector, tak ada, kalau tak ada orang, tak ada enemy. 3 4 akan naik across the street yang paling atas, you tengok dia paling atas punya T junction, and then dia akan tengok dia punya sector. 3 akan tengok kiri, 4 akan tengok kanan, and then 4 akan support 2, 3 akan support 1, lepas tu 1 and 2 akan jalan depan, 3 and 4 akan ikut kat belakang, then you follow through again. That should be the way that you cover your sectors while you move. Okay, and then on the right side of the diagram, you will see a straight through right opening. That means you akan pergi terus tapi ada opening kat kanan. So bila you sampai opening, 1 akan buat satu slicing the pie, tengok dia punya kanan, kalau tak ada orang. 2 akan support, bila they continue to cover the right side opening. 3 and 4 akan cross. 3 and 4 cross, 3 and 4 akan stay kat the end there and cover, then 1 and 2 akan continue. Does it make sense? Alright, that's 15, and that's pretty much the simple basic at least something to know for basic CQB. Obviously there's a whole bunch of other techniques and all that which I don't think we should go through, because it would take too much time as a lecture will bore the shit out of you. I think you guys are more excited to go into the range and try it out already. So before I go to the range and do the actual practical of this, eh, so any Q&A sekarang open for any more discussion for at least maybe 2 minutes before we.
Okay, gadget.
Yep.
So kita kena isukan setiap mission kita kena bawa stun grenade dengan flashbang ke?
Not necessary. You see, every mission, by right lah, kita punya PL ke and then squad leader, kita akan brief dia punya mission. And hopefully, kalau kita dapat as many intel, most of the platoon leader akan try to give you satu situation yang kita we term it as METT-TC lah, METT-TC, mission, enemy, terrain, time, troops available dengan civilian consideration, METT-TC. Yang ini, this is the US Army punya style of actually briefing a mission. Dalam METT-TC, by right, kita akan bagi tahu you punya mission dah. Kalau mission tu is to clear a city or clear a town, obviously you have to bring some flashbang. Kalau dia punya mission is to macam deny enemy force untuk masuk in the area, tak payah. At that time you should be bringing a lot more grenades rather than flashbang. One of the mission could be HVT rescue operation. Of course, bila kita brief dia punya METT-TC, that's when you load up accordingly. So not necessary tiap-tiap mission you guna flashbang, because you take up you punya space dengan berat unnecessary berat lah. That's why briefing should pay attention. Any more questions? Fairoz, I answered your question tak?
Yes, gadget.
Okay.
Gadget.
Yep, Azad.
What would be the better weapons for CQC?
If you give me a choice, the M4, short barrel, short stock, with a red dot or a hollow sight, that's the best. Obviously that's the US lah.
Red dot hollow sight lah.
Yes, if you have a big scope like ACOG, obviously you switch your optics to a point where you're looking at above the ACOG lah, almost using the more like iron sights above the ACOG. Obviously you don't, or even to some point, like I mentioned earlier, even the iron sights are perfect for CQC. So sometimes if you have, let's say if you have a M4 416 with you with a ACOG or even some what you call it, the Spectre with you, you can unattach that and put it into your backpack. Keep it to your iron sights. That's if your backpack has space lah. Usually you should have. So detach.
Any other SMGs available to our arsenal?
SMGs. I hardly see it in there lah. Usually you don't, unless you really want to be in the role of just CQC unit. I don't see mission makers putting much SMGs into it. Pilots will have it lah. Yeah, pilots have it. Pilots usually will carry no shotguns so far. I've not seen. It'd be nice if you have shotguns to breach the door hinges lah. Unfortunately, Arma you don't have that.
Finding out a town and clearing a town with multiple buildings, then I think it would be a valid choice.
Not necessary if you have hostage in the room. Not a good weapon if you carry
If it was merely clearing a town, clearing without any hostages, perhaps that would be best. Do we have to worry about ricochets?
So far, yes, it does.
Okay, that will be a problem.
Okay, Azad,
Don't
let me
waste
answer
your
your question that again, like I said, METT-TC. So if you have a pre-planned mission and your mission is only confined to just a building where you don't see yourself engaging more than 50 yards, then yes, you can bring 9mm SMGs or whatnot. But usually the case is when you're in Afghanistan or Iraq or anywhere like a town, you're clearing an entire town, it's better to have like a rifle round based weapon.
Likewise, I also don't recommend going CQC with a pistol.
for CQB, essentially what they do now is 10.5 inch or 11.5 SBRs lah, basically.
So
You can shoot and maneuver up close, but still hit at 200 yards because it's a rifle round, so it's got more use.
And
Our case would probably just use rifles.
yeah, and contrary to belief, again, I suggest you don't take your. Sometimes I see people taking out their what you call that, pistols, and going to CQBs. Not a good thing, because pistols won't take down your enemy efficiently. It would, unless and otherwise you go in and you have a firefight and you run out of bullets. Then if you can transition to your secondary right away, that's when you take it out. Which we will also do a drill later, transitioning from your primary weapon to your secondary. Okay. Any more questions? Hafiz, Kunia, Dan, M, you joining? M, I can't hear you though. Are you speaking? Yep, you're speaking, but I can't. Can anyone hear M?
dengar Emma.
No.
No, M. I see you.
Betul?
Now I can. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. Kalau tak ada, yes, Dan.
Like Harry said, usually it depends on the situation. Like if you're in somewhere in a urban area, it's easy to use 9mm lah, because in urban area, it's only in CQC. So like you say in Afghanistan, yes, you must use the rifle rounds, because like you usually don't engage in the towns. You also engage in the middle of fields or something. So that depends on the guns. The guns is usually depends on the situation also.
Yep. That's why if you see one of my earlier, I think if not mistaken, slide 3, I think, I did say some considerations that you need. Yeah, slide 3 is weapons and gear. So, yep, bring the right weapon. If you are carrying an MG, you do security cover outside the building. All right. Okay, if no more questions, everybody, you can be on your feet, and we will start to make our way to the first course, which is the moving move. Let's go, guys.